Well, like, it's 6:54. Like, it'll only tell us the time of how long this has been recording.
But it won't say what time it started.
It'll
Like when I record a video, it tells me the date and time that I.
no, I don't have any of that. I mean,
It
I can
doesn't
probably
state
type
it?
it in. Like, not when I started.
But like the file before you change the name doesn't have.
No, I'll open a different file while we're still recording. I can't while recording. Never mind.
Okay. I think I just have a pizza now.
No, just put more pizza in your mouth. And hello.
And we have video.
This is different. Not
Yeah.
used to the video for. I've been trying to also figure out how to get the image set up for, like, you know how every podcast has like their own like little icon.
Yeah, logo.
Yeah, a little logo. Besides just a photo of us two, which is cool, but
Yeah.
it's just a photo of us two.
What would logo us though?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's weird looking and not having a camera now. Like, I'm just not gonna look into it all that
You don't
much.
have to. Fuck it. It's
Fuck
just there.
me, that's what I forgot.
What?
Remembered everything else. I forgot like my notebook and
No shit.
yeah.
No,
I didn't have
I-
much in
I
it this
live
time
here.
around though.
I live here.
Yeah, I didn't have much in it this time around. I was
That's weird because I have a lot.
yeah, that's cool. Man.
Kinda.
That's cool.
Well, I took notes and shit.
I
It's
couldn't-
one of the things I've been actually wanting to improve.
I've been trying to too. I have been like throughout the week, but today I just could not like really get in the mindset of like what do I want to talk about, and I was also I'm really just feeling good from that last one.
Alright.
Like I feel that last one was great. I
Yeah, it
feel
was
like
definitely great.
episode 12,
Yeah.
breathing Andrew Yang's eggs on a mountain.
Yeah, right.
But this is Two Guys Trying to Podcast. Everyone,
Right
hello.
now we're in my daughter's room. I'm gonna go adjust something real quick.
He's gonna go adjust something. Yeah, like you said, this is his daughter's room.
It's aliens, bro.
It's the aliens, man. I wish I could take that and like give you a grand tour of things, but I can't. I don't want to fuck anything up.
Fuck it up. Go ahead, man.
I'm
So
good.
learn.
I'm good.
You're gonna fail a lot more than you succeed.
I already have.
Hell yeah, dude. Way to go.
I'm Pancake. This is Jared.
I know. I'm absurd. Well, I'm looking at us on my computer.
This is his daughter's room again. We're trying it out in here because sound quality is going to be a little bit different. I feel like.
A little better. They
Yeah.
got decked out bed.
Hell yeah, they do.
Giraffe onesie, because we about that life.
Onesie life.
Your kids are pretty cool, man.
I know somebody in a onesie yesterday in Beneld whenever I was driving by. Where they make the dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I did this to make dinosaurs.
That's,
Yeah, Neil's dad works there. Not Neil's,
no,
Miles' dad.
That's Miles' dad's place.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever been in there?
No, I haven't.
Pretty dope.
There's that one fucking whatever the fuck always has been out there for years now. It's like, what are you gonna do with that?
Just hanging out.
Can I like get it? I'll put it in my yard.
I'll ride that bitch for it.
Right.
Can I motorize it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing that, like, over the weekend, I don't know, I just feel like I haven't been doing much for the podcast, to be honest with you, because you're doing, like, all the audio and shit, and it's like, so I'm just creating my niche with the video recording, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
You know, so I actually reached out to the dude that was listening to his podcast when he came in, Steve Maeda. This dude, he teaches a jiu-jitsu class at Fifth Planet, Austin, which is at the On It Academy.
All right.
Aubrey Marcus.
Yeah.
And so I did a class with him, and it was just me, him, and this other dude named Scott. And we just, like, drilled, like, one thing, and we just, like, drilled the hell out of it. And actually, it was really crazy because I came back here after that, and, dude, I could fucking, you know.
Just had it down.
Yeah, dude, I was really good at it, dude, and I could get people in it all the time. I wouldn't always get the tap, you know, because I'm still not that great, and these people, some of these other people are really
I
good.
think you're great.
Thanks, man. But, no, dude, he has his own podcast. He's an entrepreneur. He does a lot of photography and shit like that. And I follow him on Instagram and his podcast thing on YouTube and shit. So I was like, I reached out to him today, too, to ask, like, get some pointers on, like, you know, video recording equipment and shit. And he threw me a couple things. So I'm like, a GoPro was, like, one of the things he said, because I told him that I'd need it for, you know, like, mainly for podcasts and, like, the experiences that go with that. And, you know, I was like, example, we're going on a 4-day backpacking trip in, you know, Rocky Mountain National Park. He's like, well, and he's like, gave me, like, some weatherproof options, you know, like, or a GoPro, you know, and it's like, if you're outdoors and shit, but this will work just fine for now
yeah.
until we can.
For the trip, I'm wanting to get. My buddy had one when was deployed. My buddy Hale. He had like a little outdoor pocket camera. Like it was a rugged pocket camera. Like I'm sure they got different ones now.
Yeah,
It was-
Uncle Jeff has one.
It was like it's literally like smaller than your cell phone, you know. And
Oh, no shit.
it was, and he, you know, it was like shock proof and fucking. It was tough as fuck, and it was just like meant for recording. And it's
Right.
like you know, there's times we get done doing something, jump out on a convoy, jump back in the truck, and he'd be like, pull that up, like, all right, so yeah, we just, you know, I was like,
You're right.
that's what I want.
Right. thing that sucks about that is when I put it in its
Case?
weatherproof case or waterproof case, it
Bulks everything up.
No sound.
Oh, yeah?
Sound sucks. Sound quality goes.
See,
away.
that's what I'm wondering is like what the sound, like how we're gonna, the linkage, the combining of the audio and this.
Oh, I got
Do you?
just like I did. It's just gonna be like when I took the picture of us, and I just created a video out of it, the length of our podcast, and then I added audio to that video. So all I'm gonna do is edit this video on here and take the sound out, and then I'm gonna find out where we start on here, and then where the videos, and then link it up on here, and then I'll cut that part off, and then just.
So like when we start in the film, we should probably just be like 3, 2, 1. You know.
We could, but as long as
So that way we can
know,
match it up a little bit better.
I'm saying, but if we know the time, because that records the time on it. I just updated the time and shit on it.
Oh,
so
yeah?
That's what I was asking if that.
No, it's just straight audio file. Like
Word. We'll figure it out. This is the first time.
that's what's up. I'm gonna grab my water real quick.
Yeah,
you
go
keep eating pizza because you're doing good at it.
I know I need to eat. I should have eaten something better though.
Hey, dude, it's still food. Crotch shot.
Yeah, I'm just eating this old pizza here. I've been feeling good today. Go to this factory that I have to go. They have some of our equipment. I had to go repair it, and this place creates chlorine tablets and stuff. And there's just like everything's just covered in chlorine, and everything's rusted and freaking falling apart. Like all the maintenance guys, like the only way they can fix this stuff is with sledgehammers and cutting torches to take this shit apart. And it's fucking gnarly. But ever since I left, my throat's been hurting and got a headache.
And you've been letting them know why you sound the way you do.
No, I was just talking.
It's cool. It's what we do on podcasts, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the sound quality though. Like I just kind of want to let these guys know that we're still working on. We're never going to be done with this.
Right. Oh yeah.
But I'm thinking
Continual
the biggest thing that's going to help us is just the cheapest way we can improve is that audio splitter and
Right.
headphones. So that way, and then I'm going to test it out and figure out make that sound work better.
Right.
So because hearing ourselves obviously is going to
Right.
be the best way to go.
Right.
And then just another mic.
Yeah.
And getting all that to work, 2 mics and then the video.
Yeah, headphones.
Yeah, because it's definitely like. Because I'm sure that sounds way better actually. I'm like 5 inches
You
away.
sound loud when you're back there.
I know I'm talking it quieter now, but I do like
Yeah, but why would you? I don't try to talk.
I could turn the gain down though, so that way it's picking up less.
There's nothing to gain, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Mudvayne.
There won't be anything to gain if I turn the gain down, and it just pick up my voice a lot more clear.
Well, I thought something else was going on.
And those on that last podcast, and the last 2 or 3, that squeaking noise, by the way, was this. In case you're all
Yeah,
wondering.
mine's squeaky too. Oh yeah, now they can see.
Yeah. I mean, I never really watch podcasts all that much.
I do. I prefer to watch them, to be honest with you. Or I'll just let them play. I don't look at my phone, but if something interesting pops off, then I go grab my phone and check it out. Because a lot of times, even when I'm like Rogan, dude, like they'll like, hey, pull it up, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, ooh, and I was like, fucking, I'm like, all right. And plus, I noticed that his podcasts come up on YouTube quicker than they do on Castbox.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
That is weird. Like, can you watch them on Castbox also?
No, it's just audio.
It's just audio. See, most of the time I listen to podcasts, I'm driving. Or I'm doing stuff around the house. So I guess, like, I could watch on YouTube. I have found out, like, whenever I'd watch, like, I'll put some podcast up on my tablet. And if, like, something is going off, I'll look at it then. But,
Right.
dude, most of the time, just trying to get this fucking thing to stand up somewhere is a pain in the fucking dick.
Right. My phone
You know?
just got this. You gotta get a case for it, a grippy case.
Because I'm trying to go caseless with my tablet. And actually, I'm not trying to have it.
Yeah, why, bro? Why, you wanna break that shit?
I've had it for a couple of years now. I just need a new one. This thing's starting to lag. I have no idea why.
Yeah, my computer's been fucky too.
Like, it's hesitant.
Yeah.
It's scared.
Sometimes mine shuts off, and then I have to like hard reset it,
Oh yeah.
or like soft reset, and then turn it back on because it won't. The power button won't work unless I like reset it. My fucking stupid.
That's weird.
Yeah, but
That's crazy.
that's all I got right now, man.
But I hope you guys that listened to episode 12, Breathing Andrew Yang's Eggs, enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry,
I
guys.
was just saying, like, I'm really proud of all that content on that one. I feel like I spent 4 to 6 hours just messing with Audacity, learning more
Nice.
about it. Like,
That's what's up.
and just not just Audacity itself, but just YouTube and videos and trying to figure out better ways to make it sound better. And oh yeah, hand hug. I think it sounds pretty good. I know I'm still gonna get better at that too, but
I hope.
it was a good experience, and I'm like way more fluent with it now too.
Not
Like,
in a negative way. I hope wasn't a negative way. Fuck, I hope. I was like, yeah, I hope.
you do something long enough, you tend to get pretty good at it.
If not, you probably shouldn't be doing that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Eggs. Speaking of, started getting farm fresh eggs over the weekend too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I called my Uncle Ed, and he gets farm fresh eggs from a guy in Litchfield, and he's like, egg me up 4 dozen. So I got 4 dozen farm fresh.
I feel like farm fresh eggs probably gonna last longer too.
It's weird. Speaking of that, because so that was like a question I asked him. He's like, "How many do you want?" I'm like, "Well, how long do they keep? You know, compared to store bought eggs? Because I'm thinking store bought eggs are gonna last longer because they go through some process.
I see where your mind's at, but
right?
it's
Like some sort of because of pasteurization or what the fuck ever. But actually,
because it takes
30
to get
days
from the farm
Yeah,
to the
he's
store
like, it takes 30
to your
days.
fridge. Is,
Right. Yeah, it's a long time, so they don't last as long. It was like, I was like, okay. I was like, I'll take 4 dozen, which I'll fucking eat through those in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I mean, I don't feel like they're any different. You know, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if it takes 30 days just from the farm eggs that you buy at the store, just to get from the farm to the store or to your fridge, or is it to the store or to your fridge?
30 days to the store.
30 days to the store. You could probably just get a whole month's worth in one shot.
Right.
And just get eggs once a month and be good.
No shit. His chickens on a list of eggs.
True, this is true.
My uncle gets 5 dozen.
Buying them all out of the eggs.
My uncle gets 5 dozen when he gets his. For him and Rose, I'm getting 4 dozen.
For just you.
Yeah, like eggs.
How do you buy
Not that
eggs?
so much like just have like a fascination with the egg. It's just like it's a superfood, dude. For real, I don't know if it's like a technical superfood, but dude, there's a lot of good shit to eggs, dude.
Since that conversation, I've been working on at least having 1 hard-boiled egg a day.
Try soft boiled.
I just get hard-boiled at work because they're already there.
Oh, right.
And I try eating that. I need to probably start eating that first, that way I eat less of the shit at work.
There you go.
That's probably a
I
good
farted.
idea. Hey, you farted.
Jared does fart.
He does fart. Everybody farts.
I also switched how I cook my eggs.
Oh, I thought you switched how you fart.
Oh yeah, that too. Because of the eggs.
Because of the eggs.
Oppa's dissatisfied. I know it's because I'm eating pizza and you think you're gonna get some, but you're not.
You're not going to get any.
But I started cooking my eggs different
Oh, yeah?
because scrambled is the unhealthiest way. So I started doing it the healthiest way.
I was listening to it again today, and it's like, it's practically yelling at me.
It pretty much was.
Don't eat eggs this way.
So I started cooking soft-boiled eggs.
Have you mastered that?
And it's really easy. You boil water, like this much water, in a pot. You know, not very much, like a ½ inch maybe. And then you
Now I need a ruler?
yeah, and then you get it to boiling point, and then you put your eggs in there, put a lid on it, and then set a timer for 6 minutes 30 seconds. At 6 minutes and 30 seconds, you take them off the stove, run cold water over them, and they're good to go. And it's just like a hard-boiled egg, except the yolk is still yolk inside.
Cool.
So it's like a little yolk coffin.
Is there a certain way you like...
Yeah, I bite the top off and I dip the yolk out with turkey bacon. I sprinkle some sea salt on it. Actually, Himalayan sea salt, since I took it up since I didn't even know it was a thing until I went to your house.
I'm surprised I taught you. I'm sure I showed you that one. I showed you something. I don't even remember where I first learned that one from. I think I might have read that on the Day on Your Life.
Probably. Seems legit.
I think I either read it in that or...
What about this chicken?
What about this chicken?
Aren't you cooking chicken or something in there?
Yeah, but it's those chicken breasts were fucking, like, massive.
Okay.
And Courtney did tell me to check before we started, and she should be on her way back.
Oh yeah, I'm down with it.
She's got cooking pretty down.
I'm letting it ride.
She knows when she put it in.
True.
Yeah. She was gonna bring it with us when we went to Carlinville to pick up Tyler, and then stop in Gillespie, and then head home. And I'm glad we didn't, because I was like, it's a lot of time for it to be out, because then like we're gonna be
Right.
going straight here, and it was in Gillespie, and we had to do all that running to Walmart,
Right.
my dad, all that, and it's like, I don't think it's just gonna be sitting in like room temperature,
Right.
you know? She's like, it's freezing outside. I'm like, the car's gonna be room temperature.
Kinda. Like I'll take when it's like this, like today, dude. I took a protein shake and mixed it, and then just left it in my truck, and then drank it when I got out of the count.
But it's gonna be running the whole time though.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah,
were
mine
gonna be
wasn't.
in it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. You could just put it outside. Strap it to the hood. What'd you guys drive?
My car.
Okay.
Charger
Your car's
today.
making a weird noise.
I just realized we probably shouldn't be taking it that far. It's not driving like it should, dude. Like,
Right.
we definitely need to get it in the shop. And sometimes it's worse than others, but it's sketchy.
Right.
I'm driving sketchy, and this is sketchy. Like, there's times you could hit, like, a pothole even, and it'll throw you off the side of the road.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. And safe.
And then I'm also feeling like I can't remember what it rode like before we got the all the underneath taken care of.
Yeah.
But it just feels like the motor sits in front of the front axle, and it just, there's times when you turn it, it feels like that ass inch just wants to fucking slide out on you.
That's crazy.
It's not my Charger, that's for sure. I mean, it's a Jeep fucking Patriot, but
Right.
it's like I still want to be able to take some turns,
Right.
you know, like not at lower than the recommended speed.
Right. Maybe you should.
Fuck that.
I wish I need better driving habits. To be honest.
I about died Tuesday
Hell yeah.
night. I worked a double, and on my way home, coming outside of Washville, there was a Challenger in front of me, and I was saying about passing him like right after the tracks, but once he was in front of me, obviously, and as soon as he got over the tracks, he got on it, and we were just kind of playing a little bit. Like I could tell he fucking got on it, so I got on it, and I caught him. So I'm thinking it was a V6. I still think a V6 should still be able to run me these days. Those are newer. I don't know what your Charger it is or anything, but he works at Graham too. But I was thinking he was ready to go, you know. And it being a Challenger, I thought he'd take those turns a lot faster. And fucking, I got right up on his ass going through those turns. And I take them like a motherfucker all the time and got him down pretty well, you know. And he was just taking them way too slow. But it's on that last one coming out again. I swung wide, you know. I went in and then I swung out wide and was coming to go around him. And he got on it again. And fucking, I was starting to walk in, catching him. And I forgot there's that little bit of a hill there. You know, like when you're coming up, I didn't realize how bad that hill was. As soon as we crest the fucking top, there's this F-150 coming right at me, dude. Shit. Like, fuck, dude. I just still laid into it, and I looked, he was there. I looked at him, I looked again. I just fucking cut, and he was behind me. Like, he slammed on his brakes and had to have fucking, thank God, because I was still catching him, you know. It's like,
how'd that feel?
Feet away from this truck, dude. Like, no shit. Like, feet away. Like,
hell yeah.
Fuck.
You'd do it again, wouldn't you?
Oh, man, dude. Just that jolt of fucking adrenaline. Just, and like, finally, like.
Yeah, because when you survive, you're like, okay, cool.
It was like, you know, and then I'm sitting there, I was like, I got a pretty good life.
That's why it's bad on the motorcycle.
Yeah. That's why I got rid of the Buell, dude.
Alright. I'll get rid of it eventually. I'm probably going to get a dual split eventually.
I'm glad I was either get rid of it or actually to go to some training, and I got rid of it because I was just ready to, like, I felt like if I would have got training, I would have felt even more confident in myself and, you know, pushing myself even harder. And, well, here I am with a Softail now and just ready to be easy. Whoa!
Cat is
behind this blanket. I don't know if you guys can see it, we hung up a blanket to try to help with the sound. I've been doing a lot of studying, like research, and whenever we get into one place, this studio should be decked out.
Oh yeah, it will be. Alright, I will start whining about that fucking ball. Yeah.
And it'll be less hassle because it'll already be set up, and it'll be like, alright dude, put on the headphones and click record.
Alright.
You know? And it shouldn't be too much setup.
Yeah.
I meant to hit him up sooner, but I lose track of the days, but I'm going to hit up Matt and see what it's going to take to get him over for a podcast.
Okay.
Matt Batson, you're going to be on here. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but you can join in on these conversations.
Alright. Matt Madden.
I mean, we can have a full fucking conversation with Tyler sometime, too, if you want.
We've done
Whoa, that's weird.
Well, he could be in here if he wants to. Yeah, it's because they weren't inactive.
Oh. Do a little booty dance. I farted.
Oh yeah, I wonder if they're going to get too hot.
Hot?
Oh yeah.
They can do that?
It happened. I think you were here. Who was here when that happened, Tyler? Remember when my lights got too hot? Oh, it was Steven. I think it was Scuba.
I didn't. They're LED. I didn't know LED got.
Yeah, I don't know either. Did I? Maybe it's the Bluetooth or the components in there. I don't know, because in your phones, your phones do get hot. I don't know, but they are sealed inside that fucking
Yeah, point
tube
there.
and shit. So I mean, I don't know, dude.
You think? I mean, I guess they
feel them. Go touch them.
They want them to be waterproof for a reason. I mean, you think you put a slight? I mean, they're warm.
Right, but they do. Well, fucking like.
Yeah.
they start to get hot.
I think they put like a small little vent tube slid in
But,
there.
I don't know.
I mean, they're meant to be
Yeah.
swung around and shit,
And they're
you
not
know?
being swung around when they're out there. Yeah, they're air cooled.
Just turn on the fan.
Hell yeah. They're good. They're not. Well, yeah, they kind of
I'm gonna message Courtney real quick to see what's going on with this chicken.
Oh yeah, chicken in the butt. Chicken. What? I kind of put down my anatomy book. Well, not really put it down, but I'm still gonna glance through it. I've moved on to something different.
Yeah, I'm still like not fully in the mind mapping book. Like Tuesday.
This book though, go ahead.
Tuesday, I fucking did a lot. Like I reread a couple chapters, and it's something that it's hard for me to explain. It's like a new way of learning, or just taking notes and still trying to get the grasp of comprehension of it. Yeah, that too.
I have that problem as well.
It's not like just taking regular learning or notes, and it's just trying to figure out how to do this with like what I'm already doing too.
Right. Right.
You know.
But see, that's all piggybacking off to improve what you're doing.
True.
You know.
These next couple chapters are really getting a lot more in depth into it. So
I guess I don't really know the format or what the book is like. So I would imagine that it would be of some benefit in your day-to-day life, though, as far as how you
it's supposed to help. It just
organize yourself or whatever.
It's pretty much like what a mind map is. Like I guess I could try to explain it is. It's using more visual cues instead of just trying to like memorize the words themselves.
Right.
You know? And because apparently your mind is definitely way more accurate with memorizing images.
Right.
And visual cues like that.
So picture books.
Yeah, pretty much. Or
Yeah,
just images with your notes, which actually I was going to tell you.
There are pictures in every single page of this fucking book, dude.
There are. I was going to say, there was a study they did with people or students learning vocabulary, where they would write the definition down of the word and then have the people or the students draw an image of what they felt that definition was,
Right.
their own image, and then they would have draw the same image, and then there were people some that didn't do any.
Right.
Just wrote the definition down. The ones that drew their own image were just nailing the vocabulary.
Huh.
So you should just try that with your daughters. Like,
Right.
all right, just start drawing. Like.
Yeah, they already do that.
But they did studies where like they were showing slides like one every 10 seconds for like thousands, and fucking they would like have a recall accuracy of like 98%.
That's crazy.
And then they would do it down to like a second per image,
Right.
and it was still like within the same 90%
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is silly. The mind is crazy, which is a cool thing. Oh, dude, it's like we're on the mind and talking and shit. Fucking, so we're like, cause I got the smart TV now. Which, by the way, I think that we fucking move in together. I'll either put that in the gym area or in the podcast area.
We got a TV also. We got Courtney's TV. I was saying we could use for the gym TV. It's a smart TV also.
Okay, cool.
And it's smaller, and
Okay.
I don't know. Like, we'll figure that out. But I was figuring
Because
it probably.
I'm not gonna put a TV in my bedroom.
All right.
So.
I don't know what we're thinking yet. It all depends, like, whenever we get to that stage.
Right. I'll test run it and see how it goes. But I may eventually put it back in. I don't know. But I shouldn't need to, really. I prefer to not actually.
Yeah, I don't like having the TV in my room either.
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
I don't have one.
I
haven't
never
had
did.
one in my room in the longest time.
I haven't since I, like, pretty
Moved
much.
out of your parents.
Yeah, and even then, like, I had, like.
Even at Dave's house, you had that own little, like, side room.
Yeah, I had that. But before, like, when I moved back in with my parents, like, when we moved in Beneld, or I got back from Afghanistan, like, I still had, like, the living room area of the basement.
True that.
You know?
Right.
But yeah, like whenever I moved out, like when we lived in Monal, it was like when I ditched having a TV in my room, pretty much.
Right. Yeah. Solid decision.
Yeah.
I made that move.
I did. That was like something I did when I was young.
Yeah,
even.
same
You know?
here.
Actually, when I did it with Dave though, had my own little living room set up, is because I had the room, and I didn't want to have to. I didn't have the money to buy another TV to put in my bedroom.
Yeah, dude. I haven't had a TV in my bedroom in a long time. Hell yeah. I feel like most people just have TV in their bedroom.
My parents do.
My mom does. All the kids in the house do. My kids have their own TVs in their room.
Is that taboo?
My kids have a TV in their room and I don't. Well, that's because my TV out here is little bitches. Get the fuck out. I'm joking.
I mean, the way I like it, you know, the bedroom's for bedroom things, man. You know,
Yeah.
like
True that. It's just like one thing to keep you awake, dude. It's like
that too.
pointless to have it.
Yeah, like
Makes it easy
I'm
to lay
starting to
around
commit
in bed
more.
and
I'm
shit.
trying to commit more to the 10:30 bedtime.
Right.
You're getting old.
You know, but anyways, fucking. So like, we watch a bunch of YouTube this weekend. Like me and my kids just like, they just watch whatever. And like we watch some like America's Got Talent, like Brazil's got not Brazil, but like Europe. I don't know, they like that shit, and we were just like checking some cool shit out. But then We got on it and Addison's going through, because that's my YouTube account, so it's like it's going through on videos that I've watched too, and brings up recommendations. And she saw something about Iceman, so she clicked on it, and it was Wim Hof. And so she's like, so I was like, oh, Wim Hof, you know, it's like he does his breathing and, you know, like meditations, and he believes that through breathing and meditations that you can control, you know, your body, you know, and I just like broke it down how like, and there's all these processes going on like inside of us that we don't have any control over, but breathing and meditation techniques that you can hack into that and then, you know, affect and change the way these processes work in your body. And I was like, the mind's, you know, powerful. And so Addison's like, life's crazy. And she's about it, dude. We watched like a couple things on Wim Hof, dude. Just sat there and like, just fucking nerded out on some Wim Hof breathing.
That's awesome.
Cold exposure and meditation stuff, dude. I was like, this is cool as shit, dude.
I did have a buddy that I shared the podcast with. Courtney's here, everybody. Say hi, Daisy.
Hey, Daisy. Oh, hi, everybody.
I did have a buddy that I shared the podcast with. He just didn't seem too thrilled about the Wim Hof. He said he looked into it, and he said it was more of like a hoax. And like I was trying to find some like other, and I tried digging deeper into it the other day, and it was 2 or 3 days ago, and I couldn't find anything really. Like I don't know, like
it's not. It's legit, dude. It's legit as fuck.
I just kept finding good things, you know, like I kept finding, you know, different people even, you know, their own experiences from it, and it's like, you know, a million people can't be wrong.
Right. I mean, the earth may be flat.
Right.
Okay. But no, for real though, like I've dug into it too, because I'm like, it seems like it could be some like AM type.
What book is
thing.
that?
The Anatomy of Movement.
All right, that's right there. I'm seeing. There was 2 books I did find from a YouTube video. Somebody that was talking about Wim Hof and those 2 books, and one of them was
Anatomy of Breathing.
No, it might have been that or What Doesn't Kill Us. I wrote them down in my other planner that's at home, but I wanted to check them out. But I'm all about the Wim Hof, but I still want to be a little bit more weary before I like.
Well, I mean, scientifically speaking, dude, like.
See, he was saying them scientific studies like. It just seems like I found a lot more than what we talked about last time even, but he was saying that it was like a play on words that like apparently he said that a study in New York, a university in New York, and like to get people to believe it was like this University of New York.
Right.
But there was way more than
besides
that.
what he scientifically has or has not accomplished, scientifically speaking, the way that like chemical reactions of the way we breathe and absorb oxygen and the levels of oxygen and carbon dioxide in our body is still holds true. Like that's science that when you have this buildup of carbon, well, you know, I don't really I'm not that well versed in it, but dude, I've watched other videos of other people that again aren't Wim Hof and not talking about Wim Hof, but talking about breathing in general and different like breathing techniques, like when I watched the one about breathing through your nose versus breathing through your mouth, and just other shit, you know, like as far as breathing goes, and they all seem to like align up with like the same things, like how I told you about when your hands get tingly from doing the breathing too much is because you're overloaded with oxygen and a lack of carbon dioxide.
So do you want to aim for that when you're doing the breathing exercise, or you don't, by the way?
I don't know, like specifically, that's why I think he has the 30 to 40 breath cap. And that's why it makes sense to me, because he understands that that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to make it to the point to where you're fucking damaging your body. So he caps it at this set amount. And that's why you do the exhale and hold your breath, allow your carbon dioxide levels to build back up. And then you inhale oxygen. And then because there's carbon dioxide built back up in your system, the oxygen is able to exchange with the carbon dioxide appropriately. And then you exhale again.
Because I notice, like, I feel like I go a little bit further whenever I get to that point. Like, my body hums more, and I feel like I'm going further whenever, because I did that today. I got to where my hands were starting to go tingly, and my limbs were, and, like, my body just went a little bit more comfortable. Like, I was more comfortable with it, but I still feel like I am going further. But...
And you may go further the more you progress into this, because your body's going to adapt.
Thinking that's also what it might be. But I was also breathing a little bit harder, like... But I watched a video on it also yesterday, and this person was, you know, experiencing it, and she went to like the 6-day freaking camp with Wim Hof himself,
right.
And they did like a documentary off with it also, which was really cool. And they were going through like what we went to at that breathing exercise with like the
everybody
laughing uncontrollably.
Yeah, I watched that as well. I don't know if I watched the same one, but I watched one where this chick was just busting up.
And then
was
this
it
other
Vice?
I think it might have been.
Yeah, me and my kids probably watched the same one, dude.
I can't remember. I could probably pull it up on my YouTube, but I'll fucking worry about that later.
Yeah.
But And then this other guy was just like, had just a burst of emotions coming through yet also. And like, he just was like crying and just like.
Did he open his eyes?
Yeah, Wim was like over him.
Yeah, that's the one we watched.
Yeah,
It's like, that's deep enough.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
see? And that's why you have to have a good, mediator, somebody there for you, guiding you on this fucking shit. Yeah. And you know what? Fuck it if it is a hoax, dude. If you're getting benefit, fuck you. I'm doing it.
He was more saying he's just worried about brain damage, like seeing like didn't want us to get brain damage.
Does he know you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Dude. How worried is he? I'm just joking.
Like, I don't know. I was like, maybe there could have been like some like negative effects. I was just trying to find that, and I'm still gonna dig a little bit more, but it's hard to find any negative thing about it.
Right.
You know, I've had like some people had like the most I read was like people like doing it while moving around or doing something they shouldn't have been doing. It's
Right.
like you clearly need to be
Right.
in a safe place while doing this.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
I'm not gonna do this in a construction zone.
While operating a bulldozer.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's.
Yeah, I haven't really dove into it though either. Really,
I
I just
had-
watch it. I have not done any of that.
I have been doing the breathing
Practicing
exercises. You know, like I want to try to start doing them more in the morning or more towards the first part of my day. But I have noticed that there is like automatically like an enlightenment personality change.
Right.
Like sometimes like or just tired. Like there was one day I was in the tower and I was just in a bum mood. Like I don't know why. It was whenever it was gloomy out and it was just
Right.
it was whenever the weather was starting to change again, it's starting to get cold again.
Right.
But then after I did the Wim Hof breathing though, I was just like, I'm fucking cool.
It's easy to find these fucking things to blame shitty mood on. I was like, I don't know, but like.
No, I was even telling myself, I was
Well,
like, why
I-
am I feeling this way? I have no reason to feel this way right now.
But you
Like,
still feel that way
Yeah.
regardless. And you're like, oh well. Like, do you think that's it, or do you think it's because it's gloomy, or do you think like what do you think causes all that shit, dude? I feel like I have a fucking influx of fucking like moods. I guess like this morning I wasn't really feeling it, and I felt a little bit better. And I feel like
your body
I
goes
feel
through
like shit
cycles.
again today.
Your body does go through cycles, and then your environment also has an effect on those said cycles
Right.
too.
True that.
So it's a combination of all of it,
Right.
you know.
I mean, dude, I just feel like it's fucking. I don't know. Just like sometimes I'm just like fucking all right, and then next thing I'll be like fucking annoyed as shit about nothing for no fucking reason. It's like I knew I fired my fucking. I thought about going and getting blood work done and seeing if I'm like deficient in anything and seeing if I need to like change my diet more to something else.
I mean, I don't see. I mean, except the cost of the blood work being done, but I don't see any harm in that at all.
Cat, what are you doing up there? Sorry, I have to rail my cat in.
He's gonna go chase the pussy. What was that?
My remote.
Oh.
Yeah, get down.
Now that we got camera going, I really feel like we need to get better lighting for the studio at my house.
Yeah, we can figure something out. Go to like fucking Spencer's or something. I don't know. Go somewhere and get
It
some.
wouldn't be that much at all.
One of those like hanging lights, like your Chinese lamp looking fucking thing.
We could probably just put that. Well, that's not really going to be enough to light up
Right.
anything, though. It's
Yeah.
a really dim light.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like some orb, some shit of soft lighting.
I'll look into it.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm cool with holding out on my level of audacity for right now. And do just I don't think I'm gonna work so hard on editing this one.
Right.
But
yeah, as soon as you edit, you gotta send it over to me, and I mean, you can obviously load it up to Podbean, but I might not load that video up for a while. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to really.
we'll work. So should I send? I should send it to you in Drive still, though, right? Because you could
I can
access it
still-
there
I
from
can
there
still
in Drive.
access it, yeah, I can still access it, no problem. But what the fuck else was I saying? Oh yeah, YouTube. Yeah, I mean, dude, actually watched a bunch of cool shit on YouTube. This is just like some shit I wanted up.
Yeah, YouTube's awesome, dude. Fucking,
It really is. Like, I don't know. I do like to watch.
Courtney and I, after we got done working out, got sucked in YouTube a little bit last night with a sci-fi channel that just got posted like 2 or 3 months ago. So it's like the information on that's accurate as fuck. You know?
Have you ever seen the thing on? I'm gonna actually probably bring it up for you, dude. The fucking on YouTube where the guy like primitive building, dude. It's like this guy. He looks like he's in some sort of fucking like a Pacific Islander, like Asian or like
In the
Hawaiian
Philippines?
or Philippines or some shit like that. fucking, and dude, he has like this one tool. It's like a stick, like this long, and then at the end of it, it's got like a curved, like a weird curved shaped blade. Not like a huge curve, but it's curving. And dude, he just goes in the middle of like the jungle, dude, and the middle of wherever he is, and just with this tool, dude, and nature will build like immaculate structure, dude. He'll dig with this thing by like breaking into the. Wait till I show you this shit, dude. This is just gonna blow your fucking mind, dude. I was gonna send it to you, but like I'm gonna wait till the podcast to show them. This is good quality content right here. If you guys have not seen primitive building on fucking, you want to feel like a bitch, dude. Fucking watch this guy.
I just finally started feeling like I was getting a grasp on life over here. Now you're gonna make me feel like shit.
The shit this guy does, dude. I'm gonna find a fucking. Let me find one. I don't know if you can see the ones with a 2 or, dude, like just fucking watch this guy. Like, I'm gonna turn the volume down on my computer. Apparently, I want to find a pretty cool bad one. Oh, you know what? They kind of did. They did this one fast. All right. So it's this one. It's him and a buddy, but sometimes it's him and just himself. Turn it up a little bit if you want. Oh, I think he just plays music behind it because he fucking speeds it up. But dude,
I'm gonna try to get it in the camera. I think the mic was in the way. He built that?
Yeah, him and this dude. So they cleared out. Look at this little fucking tool he has. You missed it. Oh, yeah, dude, and it's fucking insane. All by hand, dude. And they got this one little fucking tool. Once you be able to see it better, you probably see it better now. Yeah. It's fucking crazy, dude. Hey, Tyler, have you seen Primitive Building before? Primitive Building. Come check this shit out. You see the little tool yet?
Not even a shovel.
Dudes build this shit by hand. Usually it's just one guy by himself, but sometimes he has a friend. And they build these massive fucking crazy structures. You just wait till you see it.
Is that a bamboo?
Yeah, whatever fucking tree is there. I'm sure. And those are all fucking parts of trees and shit. Those are all vines and stuff like that. And they're all fucking stepping on it. Like a ladder, dude. It's crazy.
You know, people over in Hong Kong, when they build those big skyscrapers, all they use
Oh,
is
yeah.
bamboo.
Yeah, that is crazy as fuck.
For the scalping. That's
Right.
nuts.
See that tool? That's their little tool they use. That's the only tool they use is that one thing. Fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, I don't even like walking in the wilderness like that shirtless.
Yeah, he don't have shoes on or nothing, dude. These are some straight primitive.
Where's this at?
I don't know. Pacific Island or somewhere. Philippines. I don't know, somewhere like that, I imagine. Yeah.
That.
Oh, now watch. Just watch. Watch what this is. Fucking exit out of this fucking gay ass shit. It's sighting.
What?
Is this not the
They
crazy?
strap it in the siding?
Yeah. Let me go towards the end more.
Yeah.
You see the end result? Oh, and then they'll go. So they'll go. Oh, we gotta watch some commercials. And he always makes some sort of like fucking pool. So like they'll make this. Yeah.
What?
And then they'll go get this mud from like this certain spot, dude, and it turns into like cement. And they only carry this fucking using that bucket. Do you see him with that bucket? Like he only brings the mud using that fucking pot by pot, dude. And then so they get done doing that, and then he'll go cut a bunch of bamboo in half, and then take it to a river, and then just fucking
Build an irrigation system.
yeah, dude, just shoot it all the way to this place and fill this fucking pool up. And he does it, dude. He'll build underground pools and shit with like sleeping quarters. Yeah, dude, and they'll have roofs on them with like hatches and shit that you can come out of.
That's fucking insane.
Dude, so me and my kids watched a bunch of these.
So are they contractors, or they just do this
Yeah,
out
it's
of
like, what do you
hobbies?
do with this when you're done, dude?
Like, did somebody buy that, and they're like, all right, yeah.
And they go get plants and put plants on it and shit.
Is this their hobby? Like, is this their like?
Oh, Courtney's here too. Courtney, fuck, why don't you say something? Have you seen
By all
that shit
means,
before?
come look at this.
Look at these guys. They build this fucking house completely with this one little tool thing. Am I on? Yeah, and then so eventually it turns into this, and then to this.
What?
Yeah, and then then they enjoy it.
I've seen them do like a hot tub, like an in-ground kind of hot tub thing. I don't know if it's these guys, but I
Right.
just mean I've seen them do it by hand, like
Right.
with the clay and shit.
It's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
That is
dude.
crazy.
It's crazy that
Well, I
supports
hope they
all that
get
water.
to enjoy it.
mind blown. Uncle Jeff showed me these people before.
Like, holy shit. They gotta, like, sell it. Like, somebody's like...
Right, some rich person buys that shit or
Let's do
something.
that.
And they're like, all right,
Yeah, no shit,
Let's
right?
do that.
the cost of materials is just what's on the land, and you're pretty much just, hourly
Right.
charge. Don't need any tools. Like, I got one tool, a bucket.
Yeah,
And then that
a
thing.
fucking pot, a clay pot, and that weird scythe-looking thing or whatever the fuck you want to call that.
Man, how many hours do you think they put into that?
I have no idea. Fucking two. And then you see the video's only 18 minutes long.
Right? These things are everywhere.
Yeah. It's crazy though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's...
If you want to feel like a bitch.
Right?
It makes you feel like a bitch, bro. Dude, I could not do that. I bet that dude's so fucking strong, dude. Those two dudes are super duper strong.
They could just build a house, right? Whatever's around them.
Right? I was to show you don't have to be all plugged in and shit, but these motherfuckers still got equipment to record and put on YouTube.
Right?
I find it very weird.
Yeah, well, they're Korean.
That's racist.
Well, I
Not
just
all Orientals are. That's even racist. I heard actually today.
say Oriental.
Yeah, that's not a preferred word to call an Asian. I really don't know. You know, like I've just
You call anybody by some kind of description anymore
right.
is wrong.
Wrong.
You can't even call a dude a him anymore without
Right.
them flipping out on you.
What'd you call me? Him. You're not a him. All right, dude. I mean, people can be whoever they want to be, or however they want to be, but it's like, just let me be. Whatever. I'm not like fucking. Like, dude, I don't know, dude. Like, fucking.
There's a lot
I'm
of
not
real.
educated on all this shit, dude.
There's a huge gray area anymore.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm so unplugged from it all that I don't give a fuck, dude. I really do. Like, Uncle Pod was saying something about MAGA territory or country, or like, it's talking about something in the news or whatever, and I'm like, I just nodded my head and agreed, and then I'm like, I thought he was trying to talk about, like, graphic novels, like, the fucking, and I'm like, and come to find out, though, it's Make America Great Again, MAGA.
Oh, like those mega hats with
Yeah,
that dude.
MAGA. I'm like, I had no idea that's what it fucking. I had no idea that's what that even fucking meant, dude. Like MAGA or MAGA or whatever the fuck they call it. I'm like, I'm okay with that.
I'm just
I know about
trying.
Andrew Yang, and that's cool.
We're just trying to fucking keep shelter over our heads and food
I'm
on
just
the
trying to
table.
enjoy what I got going on, man. I've also watched the Free Solo documentary with Alex Honnold, the rock climber. He free soloed El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. It's like the mecca of rock climbing.
Oh, really? That's funny because I read in the National Geographic this week that it was all about parks, and Yosemite was in there, and like this dude he did a few parks, but like went like over like a 24-30 hour period, and just like took like thousands of photos of like the same
Nice.
location of within the day, and like just had this huge panoramic photo of like throughout the day, and
Hell
Yosemite
yeah.
was one of them. I was like,
Yosemite's pretty tight.
I was like, I just want to check this out. I wrote it down. I was like, I want to check out Yosemite. Like, this
Yeah.
place looks like a place I want to go.
Oh yeah, it's on the map for sure.
Yeah.
Get better at rock climbing, dude. Oh yeah, we can go summon big walls, dude. Like 2,000 feet walls, boy. Where you can camp on the side of a mountain, dude. I'm about it. I'd rather just try to climb it. I'd like. It would be cool to camp on the side of a mountain, though, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, bitch. Just want to get a van and live in a van and just go do fun shit.
Right? How?
Go like just go like pull up to a construction site and be like, I'm a good laborer.
Got strong back.
I can work hard, and it's like, all right, work for a week or whatever.
I'm gonna be here for 2 weeks. I
Yeah.
can do anything you want.
Yeah, or depending on what your whatever you got going on, dude. Fucking stick around for a bit. Fucking not.
Right? Oh no, cops.
That'd be so. That's what Alex Honnold does, but he has a bunch of sponsors and shit for rock climbing. Fucking makes me regret not ever fucking just really dedicating myself to one thing ever. You know,
Right.
it's like I get so obsessed with like the right now, like the one thing, like in that moment for just a little bit, and then like I'll fucking go too crazy over it and then let it fall to the wayside, off to the next thing, and then it's like now I got a bunch of these little fucking things that
Jack
don't-
of all trades, master
Yeah.
of none.
yeah, don't coincide with each other. But there's some things that are overlapping, and I kind of feel like I've been finding things that I enjoy more and things that I like. I don't know, just come more natural, I guess. Whatever, dude. I don't know. I'm I think I'm gonna start taking like just like fitness. I've already been taking it pretty seriously more. So that's another reason why I got this is like just not only am I gonna like record for like I think it's important to like video document like this shit and like art like going on our adventure and even like we're not podcasting but still fucking record like us planning our fucking trip just like because we can't take the microphone with us but I
Yeah.
literally take a camera with us everywhere and you know maybe even some sort of mic attachment for that too or whatever you know I don't know what
I was thinking for now, just like literally some kind of like more durable, just cheap little hand camera right now, just to
I mean,
like.
that'll work. I mean, that's why I'm sufficing for this right now. That's why I talked to that guy. And he sent me a couple links to a couple YouTube videos for like cameras under $200, and he gave me some suggestions and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just
Send me them too.
I'm gonna dive into it, like research into some of the shit, see what might be a small investment now, like that I can, you know, something that's upgradable.
What's she going for?
She don't know. She's tripping. But yeah, but I also want to like, cause I record myself every now and then doing like workouts and shit. I post them on Instagram or whatever. But I just kind of want.
Yeah, it would have been cool to like have the camera out, like this is what we're thinking about doing, you know, like.
Right. Yeah, and we can still do that too.
Yeah.
Do other shit, but then like, especially like fucking, even going to Spangle and shit, dude. Like anything that, even individually, dude. Like that thing cost me like $70. Like eventually, you could even fucking get your own eventually, and like just individually too. Just like, and then even like share them together because there's stuff that we do separately and that we do together that fucking piggyback off each other too, you know. And it's all towards just like two dudes trying to do whatever, you know.
Exactly.
I just document it more to be more of a fucking. Just more content, you know.
Yeah, I've been trying to at least just get something. Like, I haven't been all that great at it. I'm working on trying to get better. I was just doing something a day with just like the Facebook page of it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I posted a thing about getting the new map on there and shit.
Yeah, you did. I posted a couple Andrew Yang videos even on there.
Hell yeah. I was gonna post that.
It's probably on there. It's on Podbean for sure. I got that in there.
Nice.
Yeah, I got all that in there.
I wrote some other shit down. I gotta go look at my mirror real quick.
Wish I would remember my. I have a planner and account book. I keep everything, all my thoughts and journaling in. Well, not all my journaling, but a lot of my thoughts that I try to bring up during this podcast. Today I just couldn't get in it. I don't know why. It's just weird. Didn't know too sure what I was wanting to talk about. Hope you're all enjoying this one. We've been recording for 46 minutes now. I hope the sound quality is really better with this one. I'm always worried about that. But eventually, what's going to be cool is getting the software and figuring out not just the video, but with like being able, I guess, all those YouTube videos you see of other people's podcasts, like what they're doing online.
Right.
You know, like what you just showed us, about like what we're specifically watching, even just like what you skipped around. We'll be able to go to our video link even.
Right. Okay.
You know, like
that's a thing.
yeah, that's a thing, dude.
Oh,
You never noticed that, like.
Does it automatically go? Or is it something you have to do?
I think I'm not too sure,
Right.
but
And
it depends on how like intricate you get with
Right.
it, I guess, or how much you're willing to spend too.
True. I also feel like if we move in together, I mean, fucking, the more of the shit that, like, even we can record our own, like, workouts and shit, too. Like, it'll be more of us than fucking still working together more, because we're...
Oh, for sure. I was already
More
thinking
around.
that too, you know.
Yeah, true that. Fucking...
Yeah. Which I'm
I think
really,
it's gonna be awesome.
I'm gonna say when it comes to working out real quick, I'm really proud of Daisy and I. Fucking since we got those kettlebells, like there's only been like 1 or 2 rest days. Like I know we need to rest more, but she's been about it, and I'm trying to keep her about it.
Right.
So it's like I'm just gonna keep going with it, you know.
Like,
Like,
just turn it down.
oh,
you know?
she might be where like it's not hurting me too bad at all.
Right. Pavel,
I fucked up my back a little bit yesterday, but
Tutsalini? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's Russian, but he's like kettlebell guru. He created like the Strong First school. I've actually picked up. I picked up his book before, Simple and Sinister, and that's like his whole philosophy behind working out. And Simple and Sinister is a kettlebell workout, but it's like his philosophy on working out in general is that when you work out, you should do a load in at a capacity that you're not sore, and that you can do the same load and capacity the next day, and you should be able to do it in a manner that you can work out every day, because like unless you're like hurting or you don't feel like you can perform the movements that you need to perform, and either drop weight and do something less, but like lack of, just like when you leave a car sitting, it's worse to leave a car sitting than it is to drive it around. Same goes for your body, it's like even like
plane's meant to fly.
you should have active rest days. Like your rest day should still be active with something mobility. He thinks, I was reading to a podcast and they were quoting him, and he's like, like Pavel thinks it like he can't just comprehend and thinks it's insane that people don't do at least 30 minutes of stretching and mobility every day, you know, because that's the foundation of strength, you know, is, you know, your flexibility and your mobility, because I mean, without those your strength is nothing, and with those you can build more strength better and more efficient. So I've been trying to go with that, and I'm going to try doing the simple and sinister workout plan again. Another reason I quit doing it last time is it gets kind of boring. It's just do 10 one-arm kettlebell swings with actually I fucking even been, I took your inspiration and started recording my workouts as well. But no, so like the workout is, so I do 10 sets of 10 kettlebell swings. And that's 10 per arm, so I only do 5 per arm, sets per arm.
Alright.
So, and then, so like I'll do, well, like the first day that I did it, just to see where I was at, the first set I did a two-handed kettlebell swing just to see how it felt and shit, because it'd been a while since I swung the 50. So then I ended up doing 4 sets left hand and 4 sets right hand, and then 2 sets two-handed. And even like that, like in that, like you can vary. So like if you're doing one-arm swings or whatever, and like you feel like your form is slipping or you're exerting yourself too much, then switch to a two-handed kettlebell swing and fucking get that form back, because it's more important to have, you know, the better form and shit. But then after that, it's 5 sets of 1 Turkish get up, and that's per side. So I do the 50-pound fucking bell, I do fucking a Turkish get up, go down, and then I'll bring it down, and then go to the other side, re-rack the weight, and then fucking do that side, and then I'll take a break in between that one. I could consider that one set, but fucking, but in between, let's see, and then in between my kettlebell swings, so like he wants to do, am I too much into this?
No, you're good. I was just making sure you're loud enough.
Okay, okay, I'll get closer too. Fucking, so like, in between the sets of kettlebell swings, he wants to do active rests and like be like jump roping or fucking, he said finger extensions with like a band where you put the rubber band and you do these, extend your finger out, and like, yeah, but anyways, or like shadow boxing, jump rope, that. He said a couple other things too, but I only wrote those 3 things down. But so I did finger extensions, because that helps with your grip and shit, as well as using the kettlebell. And then and then another thing that I'm doing through this whole thing, like, is nose breathing. So like through every swing, I never breathe through my mouth. Like I'm always
really
just fucking through the nose.
See, I'm a heavy mouth breather when I'm working out.
Right.
Like,
Well, and also,
I see Courtney looking at me, because there's times I'm like, my exhales.
right. Well, see, this isn't balls to the wall. This is what the mentality that you should be able to train at the same consistency every day, because the result you're trying to receive isn't a short-term result. You're trying to receive overall fitness, and that's a long-term goal, because if you balls to the wall and you make it to where you can't train like you were training when you were younger because you went too hard and doing, you know, things you maybe shouldn't have doing, or at an intensity you shouldn't have, and wrecked your body.
The football coach was trying to create athletes for that season.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is this is like a long-term goal, and again, for, you know, long-term results. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but also before that, because there's like a warm-up to it, and then like a cool down and everything too. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And then I didn't do that today, because I was gonna see if you guys wanted to do it this afternoon when you guys got here, but I wasn't feeling good, so I didn't ask. And then I'll do like a core workout after that.
See, I'm thinking about trying, like, I've been working out with Courtney, and like some of those, like at the end of it, I feel like I'm feeling good, but then like the next day, like I could tell I worked out, but still not like, I could still, you know, run around, jump around, like I'm still playing with Duke, just like, you know, and like, I think yesterday though I might have did something, or either isolated the one muscle on my back and didn't do it right on the left side, but I don't know, I just felt it yesterday. Yeah, when we first started doing them though, we've been doing them barefoot, and like I could just feel like the muscle soreness in my toes. Like it wasn't like I hurt my toes or not. It was like how my body's feeling is feeling the same way in my toes.
Right.
And it was crazy.
I love working out barefoot now, dude.
I prefer it now also. And like I've also noticed where muscle soreness is with the kettlebell workouts is different than what it's been like whenever I would normally work out with, like, you know, just free weights or, you know.
Yeah, it's a whole different animal, dude. It works. I don't know what it is about it, but it's the way the center of gravity is positioned on the actual kettlebell. Versus like it's the dumbbell is like an awkward center of gravity, because you got these 2 weights hanging on the edge, but when you put the weight and a ball in front of you, it changes the way the center of gravity works, and it just makes for a more efficient workout.
It's been good. It's been cool. Been really happy with, you know, Courtney and I've been trying to keep track of just our workouts also. I mean, I was planning on, like, if we ever get a gym together, of at least having, you know, just like a month-long or a year-long calendar of like just to have a whole, like maybe just have an individual month that we could just erase each month, and then also just keep track of like the whole year, because that's gonna be like the thing to keep pushing us. And whenever we go in there, it's been a couple days, it's gonna be like, fuck, you know, and it's gonna motivate you to get back in there.
Mirror. That shed is gonna be one.
What did you write on the mirrors?
Oh, just different stuff that I've been like wanting to work on. Taking notes. I want to create a daily affirmation, which I think it's just gonna be something along the line of being patient. I just keep it simple and say, "Oh, patient," or yeah, probably patient.
A daily affirmation, you said?
Yeah, so it's like
kind of like ethos, maybe.
Just an affirmation is just like a phrase of like positivity or something that you're trying to bring into your life, you know. So it's like you speak it to, you know, create it. You know,
you speak it and you hear it, and it just so it's a cycle to try to create it also. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
I actually used it at one point in time while I was incarcerated, because I was in the drug treatment facility, and I had to come up with a daily affirmation. And one was this, like the churches bring, you get like this daily bread thing, and it's just like a bunch of fucking God quotes and shit in there too. But like, so there's good shit in there too, you know. It's like not fucking knocking it, but you know, some of it. But anyways, one was I am a peaceful. Was it I am a peaceful being? I am calm. I am serene. I am peaceful. I am calm. I am serene. And that's what it was. Just to kind of like, should probably go back to it because like when I would fucking just be like snapping out, you know, it's like I just said that, like instead of getting angry about shit, dude, I just say I'm peaceful, calm, serene. I just say that to myself, and I felt like it helped. I don't know, maybe thinking back on it now, I don't really recognize the impact as much, but I'll always remember that instant and think that, yeah, a positive affirmation probably would be a good thing. I've just never done it again since then, and but I might do it, you know. I don't know. I just feel like I have tendencies that I don't really have complete control over, and I just want to be able to gain control over those tendencies.
At least I think it's cool that you're aware of them,
right?
You know,
and see, that's what even makes it worse.
And that you're wanting
though,
to try to
because
control
I am aware of them, and like I'll think about it, but I just haven't done it, you know, or like no, it just comes down to the work you want to put in to fucking get where you want to get, dude.
That's true, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, like, what my problem I think is organization, being able to stay focused. Right. And just my time management. The time management being a big one.
I feel like that's where I put taking notes. I just feel like I need to take notes. So like I'll just get all these thoughts and ideas just jumbled around in my brain, you know, and then it's like I have no order or system to the way I need to achieve them. So it makes it hard to achieve them, because it's like, I don't know, if I at least wrote down and like saw it, I could at least fucking pick and put where I need to put.
I feel like if I would have been able to take notes a little bit better today with like some of the stuff I was reading, like I probably would have had some more content to bring. I just couldn't like figure out how to even get my
all you need to bring.
Notes in. Yeah, but I have also noticed that just by note taking alone, it does help just recall things, and it has been helping me recall things without the notes. And whenever you have something to go back to, it kind of puts that order back in. It's like, oh yeah, I was gonna work on this, and then you're doing that thing you was meaning to do. You know?
Yeah, it's like I want to make a list of like things that I want, because like, so I came up with the idea, you know, obviously dive further into the video recording aspect of all this. So like I'm like, okay, so figure out a camera, you know. It's like, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna reach out to Steve today and kind of get pointed in the right direction, which I did that, and I didn't know what quality this would be or anything. So I'm like, all right, well that's on a list of things that I want for sure. I'm like, fuck, dude, I need a backpack, or want a backpack. I feel like I need it because of just.
Sorry, not to cut you off with the video editing thing, but remember how I was talking about those 2 backpacks from that one girl that was in Missouri?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I messaged her, and I was like, I can meet you, or she's like, where you live? And I Googled where like her town was, and it was like 2 hours or some, it was
like 2.5 hours.
Something like that. And I was like, I can meet you halfway. And then she's like, sorry, dealing with the death in the family. Can't meet right now. I was like, okay. I was just like, I don't even know how to reply back to this.
See, I've had to fail it too.
Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I've had a similar thing. I've been trying to get this chick to sell me this backpack from. She lives in Chicago. And dude, I'm like, I'll pay for shipping and everything. Like literally, all you have to do is box this thing up. I will email you a packing slip, and then because I can make it through work, and I'll mail her this fucking shipping slip, and then she just mails it to me. And like that's all you have to do. Like that's it. Go to UPS, get a box, put this fucking thing in a box. Tell me how big it is and how much it weighs. I'll email you the damn thing. Leave it on there. It's like, I mean, it can be a hassle, I can see. But
See, I've never had to mess with it. I
like,
never knew that's how that was any of that's done. Because I've had some stuff I was trying to get rid of, and people were like, "Well, you do it for like $20." I'm like, man, at the end of the day, like,
right.
I don't even like.
Right. Well, I'm not haggling her down, but she's got the price she wants. I'm like, I'll pay for it and I'll pay for shipping. You know, it's like you're not out anything besides a little bit of time to go to the UPS store. I live in Chicago. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of fucking UPS stores.
Yeah, I definitely should probably start working on getting better acclimated with online stores and postage because like just buying those bags is like, yeah, like $200. I'd still pay for shipping for those 2 bags. Like,
all right, well, maybe
I'm gonna probably hit her up again a couple more days. I don't know how close she was to this person.
Right.
I don't know anything about her. I just want her
Like,
backpacks.
I can go get a little bit closer or something, which is still in a haul for you, but still worth it.
I told her I was like, you still have these? I could come pick them up Wednesday or Thursday. And I was like, I know. Wednesday had been great because Courtney and I would have just made a day of it. Like,
Right.
hey, we're going to Missouri, fucking.
Check some shit out. Get
Yeah.
these bags.
Like, it's not like, why just go straight there and straight back? And it's like, we got the day off together. We're
right.
out of Illinois,
Right.
somewhere we've never been.
True
Let's
that.
go explore.
Checking it out.
Turns out it's just like Illinois.
Yeah, kind of. Fucking. But then another thing I had on there is I also want to make the list of like values and beliefs, like just a solid like something that I can look back onto. So like, cause I don't know, I feel like there's instances where it's like I might be unsure of how I feel about something. Maybe I just kind of have to like rethink it, you know. And it's like, I mean, then it gets to the point where I overthink it. So it's like, if I have like a list of things that like that my core beliefs or values or whatever, and I can go back and reference this, it might take the load of overthinking something that I may not even have to overthink. Well, I don't have to overthink them anyways, but it's just a preventative potential preventative.
I feel like I've always just like, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Like, and there's some things, it's like I don't know where I stand on a lot of things,
Right.
Like,
Well, I'm not saying like everything, but like a few fucking like your commandments, like the things that you don't change on, that are pretty universal. It's not like how I feel about Democrats or Republicans. It's like no, like how do I feel about who I'm trying to be and like what I'm trying to project.
I think. Yeah, you're right. I see where you're coming from that, and like, I feel like that's why I wanted to do this because I'm trying to like bring about being a better person,
That's the other aspect of it is that when I'm unsure what to do, or like what avenue of certain things for a certain thing that I should actually take, or what I should pursue, like stuff like that. It's like, and I'm unsure, it's like, taking a risk or something to dive into something, or, taking risk in general and doing whatever. And fucking, I forgot where I was going with all this.
Taking a dive, taking a risk.
Yeah, taking
Commandments.
a risk. Yeah, so like when I'm unsure, how to pursue something or what to pursue, it's like I can look back at this and see, how does this align with what I'm trying to project, who I'm trying to be and how I'm trying to live my life. And, if they align, then fucking send it, If they
Just
don't,
gonna go
back
for
to the fucking board, or something, something to fucking help that out, that process out a little better.
That's cool. I appreciate just being able to listen back on this already. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
This 13th episode now. 13. Apparently, we're committed, dude. We're doing great, actually. Because I remember reading on the day on your life, like, most people that try to start podcasts hardly get past the 13th one.
Oh, we're here.
Yeah, like...
It's over with now.
Yeah.
We done gave up.
No.
Fuck this shit.
Guys, this was it. Gonna sell this mic on Facebook.
Every gifting and that'd be extremely difficult with the purchasing process.
Yes.
We message you back very sparsely and give you very open-ended answers. She's fucking hilarious, dude.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get rid of the laptop. Like, we're even gonna sell our individual fucking like hard drives that have the podcast on them,
We're
so that
selling the
way you
email.
could have like memorabilia of like 2 guys trying to podcast.
We're selling the email address.
Right.
But yeah.
Actually, we should just auction that off. I'm willing to bet somebody would fucking
Right, like
bid on that.
Yeah. All 39 people. Like how many ever?
I was thinking, I'm barely on Facebook. I haven't even checked our Facebook page or our email.
I do here and there.
You do?
I haven't checked our email.
I'm gonna
That's
check.
probably out of control. Oh yeah, by the way,
I've been trying to keep it clean, but I haven't been on it in a while.
Somebody's already used our name and email on Instagram.
What?
It's not they're banned from Instagram actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird. So we need to figure out
An Instagram name for this? Or something more unique? Because I mean, I don't know. Like,
There's something different.
let's go to Gmail.
We'll figure something out.
I don't know. I feel like we got a good thing going already because I already
Yeah,
got.
we just won't have an Instagram.
You do really like Instagram, and I agree with you. Like,
Instagram is dude. I'll call Instagram and be like, yo, fuck these other jokers. We're the real deal.
right?
Suck your dick. Let us have an Instagram.
So did they like take our shit, or did they just start? They came up with it also
Yeah,
because
that-
no idea is ever original anymore.
Right. Well, first it told me that two guys trying to podcast is not a valid or is not a usable username. And then so I changed it to two guys trying, and then it told me that, and then I used our email address, and then it said that email address is already being used, and that person logged.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I tried bunches of times too. I was like, fuck, I tried real hard yesterday, but to no avail.
Barely, you didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
I
so disappointed in you.
No, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, nothing. No, something.
But I am gonna I'm diving more into kettlebells and mobility. Those two things for sure.
I like how a book that I read was the kettlebell training. It's talking about how they're inexpensive, really, and you really only just need one,
Yeah.
and you could have your entire gym just sitting in your corner.
Right.
Yeah.
I have my gym sitting right in front of my my floor for the most part.
It has been cool, Courtney and I working out together has been awesome too. Or it's trying to keep in the habit of doing that and still try to do other things around it because
Right.
it is like an hour after work or after we finally both get home together.
Right. Yeah, I think these workouts took me about 40 minutes total, and that's with like a warm up stretching. I jump rope for 10 minutes, and then I do nose breathing, and then I fucking do the simple and sinister warm up, which is like 3 sets of 5 of these goblet squat.
We got new followers on Podbean.
Nice.
Matt Batson,
Nice. What the fuck is it? It's the goblet squat? It's the
Corky, that's Polly.
the halo? What's the other one?
Thanks for liking us, guys. Polly, you know who you are. Matt Batson with your beautiful long blonde hair. I don't know what
Goblet
this
squat? Put the weight down. I got it written down. That's not this book.
I need to work on getting more notebooks to keep organized with, like just for note taking, for sound editing, and for the podcast, and then for other things that I'm doing also.
I'm dedicating this book to working out, and that one's just to taking notes inside of the books and shit. Alright, oh, hip bridge. God damn it, Drew. Why'd you forget that?
Right?
Yeah, prime goblet squat, hip bridge, halos. 3 sets of 5 of those, and then you do the workout. I need to get my weight up, apparently. I'm going to do this 50-pound kettlebell for like a couple weeks, maybe a month. Then I'm probably going to upgrade, or I gotta see. That's why I said I gotta make a list of fucking things I want too. I could do that. I already have a barbell. I could get 2 fucking 45-pound rubber plates. That'd be awesome for that fucking out in the shed or that fucking garage. I don't know if I should just keep diving into the kettlebells before I dive into the barbells. Guaranteed barbell shit's gonna go. We'll still increase doing kettlebells. I don't know why I care about my strength in it. This is just what I'm aiming for.
I think where I'm at right now when it comes to me working out in general is like, again, like what I originally started with whenever I got my tire gig was just not becoming a lazy piece of shit or falling apart. And now I'm just, like, strength is and everything, it's cool, agility, but eventually I know I'm going to take another step, but I just want to keep in the habit where I'm at.
Right.
And just
And just
not being a
I've
slouch.
not gained this overnight. You know,
Hey.
I was like, fucking.
I have noticed that my abs and my fucking obliques or whatever the fuck have gotten way more fucking defined.
Right.
So I'm not like going in for size or
I've
nothing.
been dabbling in and out of fitness for a long time. I feel like always been like in it and then out of it and then back in it. And I'm always picking something up about it, and like figuring different shit out. Like, but now I can take all shit. I see. That's why I wish I had dedicated myself more to it and knew more about it. So then I could actually be something about it. Because I thought about getting certified with the kettlebells. Like do this, like go through like Pavel's fucking books and like learn his techniques and just like practice his shit. And then his school of Strong First actually has like where you can go get kettlebell certified or just to go to learn. Even if I don't fucking use it, dude, I don't like for monetary purposes, like just to fucking be trained to be able to do it at the best, So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
I don't know, it would be cool. And then if I did so choose, if I did find applications for it in the world, that would be beneficial as well. But before I even get there, I have no idea where I'll be. But kettlebells are shit.
It has been fun. It's been cool. I enjoy it. I like it because I only need one. I don't need 2 of them.
Right. You can even do mixed weight exercises too.
Yeah. Yeah. For some of the exercises, I was like, I was a 20, right? Well, we got a 5, 10, 15, and 20. We got all those for like $50, free shipping, which was like, all right, that'll get us you know,
Right.
for her and me. 20 ain't too bad. But for some of them, I was even taking the 5 pound and
Right.
throwing it like in between the bar or the grip of the 20,
Okay,
so that
yeah.
way it'd be an extra 5
Nice.
pounds.
There you
That worked out pretty well. Then I also had to work on keeping that stable.
go. Right. True that. It's like live weight. That's what's what the sandbag thing is, 'cause it's like it moves around inside there, so it's like a live weight, and so it shifts and acts different. So your muscles have to contract and support it differently every time, and it gives you a different kind of workout.
That's awesome. That's how you get farm boy strong.
Hell yeah. See, you'll have that available to you too. I got tons of shit here.
That's how you get farm boy strong.
And then, so that's also why I'm diving into this book.
Have you tried out that backpack?
I have not.
Have not.
I wore it. I don't really like the straps on it, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. If I can't get another backpack, I'll use it. If you get another one, then...
We'll probably get another. Courtney got a raise.
Nice.
Courtney got a raise, so...
That's what's up. If I get this backpack that I'm trying to get, I won't need it. But you might also need
I still
it.
need to
You
go
might
get
a different
fitted for one. I'm thinking that we might go do that this weekend. I don't know. I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do Wednesday. We
Yeah.
got a day off together. I ain't put any thought what we're going to do this Wednesday.
Yeah, I put one on. I'm in like the small, medium cusp.
I wouldn't know. I'd say I'm in a high medium of a small large, somewhere
Right.
in there.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm going to be at.
I saved it.
And also, spring's right around the corner. I'm wanting to start getting our bikes taken care of. I need to get the oil changed on both of them, and
Yeah,
Courtney's
sure.
need it's only like her carburetor and clutch pack is only going to be for both of them, not even $100.
Nice.
So
I just renewed insurance on mine
nice.
for the year.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I want to get a dual sport. That's where I'm headed up right now. Can't change.
I'm just gonna keep with what I got. Eventually I'll start doing some more
Well, I'll do this
modifications
year.
to it, but I'd rather be working towards like this camping trip and some other things. Whenever I get it paid off is when I'll really start working on. Like I'll still make payments to myself
Right,
on it, but it'll go into a separate account
right,
to where then it'll be like that money that I'm still paying towards the bike will go towards the bike
Right.
instead of paying it off because
Right.
it's already paid off. Which I only got. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't reveal all my fucking credit history and pay, like all my situation on here, but I think both my car and my bike are almost paid off, so that's cool.
nice. I haven't
Close
had a
to.
car payment in a while, except for repairs, which has probably been more than making car payments.
Should just get
I need to be better with it. Yeah.
should just get like a little Honda Civic that you could just keep rebuilding the motor on, like
Yeah,
you know.
probably not. I'm Civic. I can keep it like yours. Like your old one. That was an Accord.
That was an Accord. Yeah, the carburetor rebuild kit for that was like $200. Like if I was in high school at the time, if I would have been smart, like I would have just saved some money back for the car because
Right.
I was in high school. What the fuck, like, wasn't even thinking about money, but I could have just saved money and got the rebuild
Right.
kit for it myself. But my dad's like, let's scrap it because the rebuild kit's more than the car's worth. So it's
Right.
like now I'm without a car. Yeah, get like an old fucking old
I've got
Ford.
that car right there.
No, I want an old Civic though.
Yeah, old Civic.
One day, an old beater. That's my dream. Yeah. No, actually, I want my old Probe back. That thing was fun. I don't know which is more reliable though, the Civic or the Probe. The Probe wasn't that reliable. I was in the shop quite a bit. Yeah. Silence is. It's
Where are we
8:19. We're at an hour and 12 minutes.
Nice.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I like the silence because it's gonna be able to help me cut out the hums
True.
because it needs
Right.
a sample
Right, you need a baseline.
and then does that.
Alright, well then let's fucking...
Alright guys, this is two guys trying to podcast. Thanks for listening again. We will be recording again next week at my place. This was
This was it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Jared. We got video this time. Jared's place. Hopefully it's a good one. Editing's good and
We're about
everything.
to find out.
Again, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Podbean. You got any hints, tips, or complaints? Fucking hit
Don't
us
tell
up.
us because we don't give a shit. I'm
Right.
joking. Let us know.
Let us know. Thanks for listening, and hopefully you guys will listen again next week. Later.